This is 5 on your side at 10.
And tonight, chilly temperatures settling in over the bi-state. Don't expect things to warm up anytime soon. The cold weather is sticking with us. A very good evening to you. I'm Brent Solomon. Highs this weekend are only expected to reach the 30s. Meteorologist Jim Castillo is here now with your weather first forecast. Hey there, Jim.
Hi, Brent. So yeah, even we've had reports of some snow flurries out there too. So from St. Charles County all the way through Lambert. So let's take a look at the weather first satellite radar shot here. And you can see on a little bit of white, and that white is a possibility of flurries. Not expecting any accumulation with that. But again, some of that moisture being squeezed out as this cold, dry air moves in. So it's 34 degrees right now, but it feels like 24. The wind has been up westerly at about 15 miles an hour. Most of the gusts are down, but still that makes that wind chill down in the 20s. It's been there all evening. So bundle up if you're headed out this late. A cold, dry weekend expected. So the flurries only this evening and to early tonight. And then we should see a partly cloudy sky. Then we'll coming up in Maine weather, we'll talk about the Arctic blast and even a snow chance. It's looking more likely for Wednesday night into Thursday. More on that coming up in just a bit. Brent.
All right, Jim, stay close. Tonight, police in St. Anne say their recently installed license plate reading cameras helped them catch a wanted armed thief. That man is accused of following a woman out of a store. New tonight, our Robert Townsend explains how flock cameras help crack the case.
St. Anne police shared this stunning video. They say a neighbor's surveillance camera caught an armed man in the act Monday afternoon when he ran up to a house, stole a woman's purse, then hopped in a silver Jeep and sped off.
Very dangerous. She is very traumatized.
The 44-year-old St. Peter's woman wasn't hurt. Police say the suspected robber, Brian Briggs, first spotted the victim when she stood in a checkout line at this St. Anne Walgreens.
So allegedly he went into Walgreens, saw her count large sums of money.
Investigators say Briggs then followed the customer to her brother's home, pulled out a gun and stole the woman's cash. But the next day,
we are very satisfied with the flock system.
St. Anne police say thanks to their new license plate reading flock cameras, surveillance video from the Walgreens, and good police work, their SWAT team tracked down Briggs and his getaway car to his home in Overland and arrested him. Prosecutors charged Briggs with robbery and armed criminal action.
We had prior contact with the suspect and that vehicle. At that point, we utilized the flock system, we utilized other investigative tools.
The flock cameras provided detectives with real-time data and details about Briggs' car.
We can narrow it down to vehicle color, any kind of stickers that it has on them or anything like that, and it really helps us.
St. Anne is leasing 11 of these flock cameras. Right now, 6 are up and running, and so far, police tell me these things are helping them crack down on a variety of criminals.
I think there should be more.
Kathy Antonelli likes seeing the solar-powered flock camera across from her home on busy 80 Road.
I'm hoping that they'll help more with the speeders and the people that are running the lights or the stop signs.
So it's very beneficial.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Tonight we have new information on a deadly double shooting in South St. Louis. Today police said one of the victims was the gunman. It happened around 5 yesterday afternoon on South Broadway and Prim Street. Police found 32-year-old Mario Martinez dead at the scene. A second victim was injured when he tried to wrestle the gun away from the suspect. The suspect then ran inside of an apartment building, and that's where he was shot and killed by another man who police say feared for his safety. Tonight, honoring a pizza delivery driver shot and killed on the job in North St. Louis County. Let's take a look at the vigil and balloon release that was held for Herschel Perkins. It happened outside of the Papa John's store this evening. He was the general manager there for 21 years. Police say 20-year-old Waya Hallowanger ordered a pizza and had it delivered to a vacant apartment on Whisper Lake Drive in Blackjack. That was Tuesday night. When the driver got there, police say Hallowanger shot him multiple times. Tonight, 5 on your side spoke with the victim's son, who is processing the tragedy.
Funny story. I used to I ain't used to like my last name that much, you know, but he was so proud of us, you know. He was a loving man, a loud man, charismatic, you know, very funny.
Investigators say Hollowinger admitted he placed that order and then changed his phone number to try to cover up the call. He's been charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. Well, Lamar Johnson will have to wait until after Christmas to find out if his 1995 murder conviction will be overturned. His week-long hearing wrapped up today after a number of witnesses took the stand. Lamar Johnson himself testified, maintaining he did not kill Marcus Boyd. He said they were friends. Today, Boyd's girlfriend echoed that friendship and says she was never sure that Johnson was the person who killed Boyd. But the most questioned testimony was that of Detective Joe Nickerson. He led the investigation in the murder. St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner had this to say.
We proved our case with clear and convincing evidence of Mr. Johnson's innocence. What is even more disturbing, the Attorney General's office continuing to defend the undeniable lie that the criminal justice system does not make mistakes.
Each side has 10 days to work on their final briefings in this case. Johnson will be held in custody in St. Louis over the holiday until the judge rules. New tonight, the Belle Claire Fairgrounds and Expo Center has new owners. The St. Clair County Board voted last night to purchase that venue, part of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Belleville. County Board Chair Mark Kern tells 5 on Your Side the fairgrounds will be now used for temporary housing when there's a disaster. It will also serve as a new home for the animal control in the county, and expect more events like the return of the St. Clair County Fair. The county will use federal money to buy the fairgrounds. Well, just in time for Christmas card season, the Postal Inspection Service is warning you about counterfeit stamps. Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team explains how you can avoid getting scammed.
The cost of a first-class Forever stamp went up 2 cents over the summer and is going up another 3 cents in January. So it's understandable people want to do whatever they can to save some money. Verify viewer Emerson emailed us a link to a website that claims to sell stamps for less than half the price of the post office and wants to know if it's legit. So Emerson, let's verify. Are most postage stamps being sold at a major discount real? Our sources are the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the Better Business Bureau, and AARP. The link from Emerson goes to a site with an inconsistent address and suspiciously low pricing for Forever stamps, charging $30 for a roll that should cost $60. Our sources say these are warning signs of a postage scam. Fraudsters like to lure people in with prices that are 20 to 50% off, which is too good to be true. The BBB says it's received complaints from people who paid for discounted stamps only to receive counterfeit postage or nothing at all. The USPIS declined to tell Verify how people could spot fake stamps on their own, citing the features on the stamp remain proprietary. They acknowledge it can be hard for an average person to spot a fake stamp until their mail gets returned for missing proper postage, and encouraged people to only buy postage from approved postal providers like post offices or national retail chains. So, no, most stamps being sold at a major discount are not real. Some legitimate sellers do offer small discounts for bulk buys, but double-digit discounts are usually a scam. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
If we can verify something for you, go ahead and email us at verify@ksdk.com. Still more ahead, turning brown and green grass into a winter wonderland when Hidden Valley expects the slopes to open for the season. Well, some snow has been spotted in Wildwood. About an hour ago, the snow guns at Hidden Valley Ski Resort were just turned on. They will stay on through the weekend and every night to turn the brown and green grass that you see here into a winter wonderland. For a select few, like Hidden Valley's general manager, these cold temperatures are a welcomed sight.
What the good conditions are to make snow, we're generally looking for, it's got to be freezing under 32 degrees, and then the lower the humidity, the better. As it gets colder, the humidity can be higher, and once we're down into the teens, that's like prime snowmaking condition where we can get really good snow going.
Hidden Valley says they expect to be open just in time for Christmas. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Jim Castillo now with a closer look at the Weather First forecast. We're looking at some pretty cold temperatures coming up.
Yes, and I bet Hidden Valley will be open for sure, because even what's coming next week, Brent, is even colder than what we're seeing right now. And about 22 years ago, it's been that long since Christmas Day time in 2000 that we had this kind of cold. So 18, it was back then in Christmas Day 2000, 18 the high and 4 for that low temperature. So the future cast temperatures, let's check that out first. When you see the purples up here coming right from Alaska, Canada, and then down into our area, this begins Wednesday into Thursday, and it'll squeeze out whatever moisture is available. And look at these low temperatures too. 27 for Tuesday morning, Wednesday 27, 18 Thursday, and near 0 for Friday and Saturday. So very cold. If there's a little bit of snow on the ground, temperatures will be even colder, and we'll just have to see how much comes our way. But again, we're about a week out now. There's a little system coming in Monday. May see a couple of flurries, shouldn't be a big deal. Having a couple of flurries, by the way, tonight too in a couple spots. Then later Wednesday night and into Thursday, there is a system coming in. We'll have to see if it taps into enough moisture to give us some accumulating snow or not. So something we'll be watching. Here's our forecast high for Thursday, 21. And so moisture in the area, that's going to be all snow. So when we forecast these winter storms, we're about 5 to 7 days out now, and it's looking more likely to see some of that snow. So then day 3 and 5, we'll actually start talking more about maybe some amounts, or is it going to be a mix? This one looks like mainly snow because it's so cold. And of course, we'll check in with the amounts a couple days before that actually the storm comes our way. 37 for that high today, 30 for the overnight low. And the average high is 44. Right now we're at 34. A couple snowflakes out there, but it's not going to be a big deal at all. It's just from this area of low pressure around Minnesota. And of course, it's just pumping in some of that cold air and a little bit of snow flurry activity out there. But here's a 10-day forecast. 32 for Saturday, 38 for Sunday. Hanukkah begins at sundown. Both days, some sunshine in there. In fact, more on Sunday. Chance of flurries Monday, 41. And then winter solstice on Wednesday, then that chance of snow Thursday, and then it's just frigid after that, very cold.
Well, the good thing about it is that we know now.
Yes.
In advance of it.
Prepare.
Yeah, we are. Thank you much, Jim. All right, time now for Corey Miller with 5 on your sideline.